Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy coming at you with the second part of our tutorial. And I know when you see this screen, if you've gone through it as many times as I have, you start to get goosebumps. But I've actually managed to put together a build for Fist that I'm pretty happy with. So let's go through the rundown. We have 14 in inspection, 3 in cooking, 6 in blacksmithing, 4 in drinking, 14 in money making, 1 in medicine, and 12 in martial arts comprehension. So overall, relatively balanced in terms of my priority stats, which would be inspection, money making, and comprehension. So yeah, all that being said, let's get into the passives. So I start the money with whoa shit, there we go. I already messed up. Whatever. Moving on. So I start the game with 100 Liang, and then this is a new trait that I found. So in translation, while roaming the Jianghu, I have the ability to tell right from wrong and spot like an opening in conversations when I can take advantage of things, sort of, so to speak, to translate it roughly. So this is a really cool unique trait that I haven't seen so far, so I'm really excited to try it out. And lastly is the one where I get higher yield while doing stuff in the starting village, because I'll be doing the mini game there. I'll be trying to sell items in there whenever I can to get more money and try to empty the village of whatever goodies I can find and buy. So yeah, basically I'm going to use that as a place to boost my money making capabilities. So now let's get into the traits, because we've covered the passives. So I'm going to start with the anti-healing, we'll call it Eagle Claw. The anti-healing, it's like, to translate it fully, it's like a Raptor Eagle Claw technique. So it's basically going to anti-heal the opponent when I use it as a fist skill. So that's really good to start with, and that means that when I get the copy of it from my quest, I can use it to gift it to an NPC, which will bring value. Then the next one is, I believe, a sword trait. Yeah, I was enlightened by an unknown monk or something when I was a kid, and I understood the stick method of Prajna destroys evil, something like this. Like, it's a Shaolin fist, not fist skill, bloody hell, Shaolin stick skill. So yeah, this on top of my initial starting 100, I'm gonna get another 50 Liang on top of that. So I'm gonna start with 150, which is insanely good, because money at the start is a really big issue now. Next up is I start with a blade technique called Poisonous Dragon Blade or Poisonous Dragon Sword, something along those lines. And lastly, I start with more HP. So it's not the highest damaging build, it's not the best that you can find or that you can make, but it's one that I'm extremely comfortable with, and I really want to test out this trait to see how it will change conversations and stuff like that. So this is the build I'll be doing the playthrough with. So yeah, let's get into it and give you a rundown of what happens in the second part of the tutorial. If you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, smash it like it stole from you. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, or join my Discord, link will be in the description, and hit me up. Go away, Mr. Cutscene, I'm not interested right now. And lastly, if you want to support the channel and support me, make sure to sub and hit that notification bell to see when the next episode is going to be coming out. All that being said, let's get into it. Here you have the introductory blah blah blah. And like in the previous 1.2 patch, we're going to get asked, what do we want to be good at in terms of martial arts? What has changed is the order that things are in. So the first one would be blade, then sword, then fist, and then lastly staff. So since I'm, as always, going for fist, I'm going to pick JiFa. So we're going to get good at fisting people. And now we'll be asked about the professions. What profession do we want to be good at? And the order for this has not changed. So it's going to be drinking, first of all. If you want to be good at drinking, you want to be good at inspection, which is what I'm going to pick. And then if you want to be good at martial arts comprehension, will be the third option. If you want to be good at cooking, it will be the fourth option. If you want to be good at medicine, it will be the fifth option. If you want to be good at making money, it will be the sixth option. And if you want to be good at blacksmithing, it will be the last option. So I'm going for inspection. Boom. And what happens now, unlike in the previous patch where you'd get 10 points in it, what it does do now is if you press B and you open up your professions, which is here, you will see that you have the points allocated that you picked at the start, etc, etc, etc. So these are what I picked, and as you can see, they're allocated as they were in the beginning screen. So what has changed, instead of getting an additional 10 points here, or the initial 10 points that was in patch 1.2, in 2.0, now what happens is it automatically fully levels your beginning, like your first tree of what you picked. So in the case of inspection, it's just 1 point, so I'm not like really getting much out of it, but it does determine what your starting quest requirements will be, and I want to have something simple, not like, you know, waste too much time on it and all that good stuff. And as you can see, because of my starting traits, I have this this blade skill, which is the anti-healing blade skill, and I also have the anti-healing fist skill, and I also have what else do I have? Yep, and I also have this staff buff that was mentioned in my traits. So in terms of that, that's that. In my bag I have, of course, the starting item that I think I got from a trait, I'm not exactly sure, or it's just given to you automatically, and my first fist weapon because I picked fist. And here I have a vagrant kick skills, because when you pick whichever blade, sword, fist, or staff, you will get a additional skill. So in this case, it's no longer Dragon Claw like it used to be before. Now you get Vagrant Kicks, which you can learn by challenging the BV Sect, which in translation here is the 5 legs, 15 poisons. So yeah, it's a decent boon, decent start, and as you can see, because I had those 2 money traits, I start with 150 Liang right off the bat, which is going to be very, very useful. So to keep things short and sweet, there's a couple new NPCs such as this guy, and I think that is actually the only, well, not the only new NPC. It'll be him, and there is another new faction located here on the beach. I'll show it to you in a moment. Other than that, what has changed is that the Beast Villa quest that you would be getting here to go and inform the leader that his friend has passed away, or you can choose whether to tell him he passed away or to lie to him, to tell him that he's still alive. That is gone. It is no longer available. I've tried to look for it and I can't find it, so yeah, that's out the window. The other starting quests are still here, so I'll be giving you a rundown of where to get all the quests and what you should be inspecting and what to look at. So here we get 2 dishes of food, which is not bad. Other than that, that's it for this house until we're done with the quest. This man here tells us that he's enjoying the scenery here, but he's very sad that he has to go do something dangerous, assumably, and it might be the last time he actually gets to enjoy beautiful scenery like this. We, as always, inspect the logs, get 500 Wen, so now we have 151 Liang. We ballin', boys, we ballin'. They have added very cute little animals throughout the world, like bunnies. There will be a lot of bunnies in this village because, I don't know, the game just knows I like bunnies, so they put bunnies in here. That's my conclusion. Boom. Makes no sense, but makes sense to me. Cool. The well still gives us a red daughter swine, so we're gonna take that because we're gonna need it for the quest later on. And our friend is still here that can teach us, but now they have introduced like the specific requirements for doing his advanced profession training. So what you can do if you're like a little bit lacking on a profession, which for me will very likely be cooking, I will cook some basic stuff just to get it up to par and have all my other ones like decently leveled, and then I will begin advanced training and just level it through advanced training to bring my cooking profession up to speed. Our uncle here, he's still gonna give us some food, and as you can see, when you get close to an NPC now the options are different. So you have hotkeys for talking and for opening the shop. You can also just click on it and open it like this. So I click it and I can open the shop, or you can press Y and open the shop. So it's entirely up to you. The lady that used to be here as a tutorial NPC has been removed. Other than that, he still serves as a tutorial NPC, and so does your sister for the entire game, from what I've noticed so far, since some of the events are gone and a lot of stuff has actually changed. But we'll be going through that when we get there. The special boxes that were in the city that you saw me probably open are still in the same place, so I'll be running through them right now, and also grabbing quests along the way. So yeah, there's one box, and I got, what did I get? Oh, I got an accessory, cool. Okay, so it gives me 200 HP, but it takes away 50 of my stat value. I'd rather have the stat value for now. So we'll start from here and then go to the beach, and then we'll go to the northern part of the city. This Shaolin still gives us a rumor that we will be interested in later on. I'll be explaining the changes as stuff is happening, so bear with me please, because there's a lot of stuff when it comes to rumors now, how they affect the game and what you can do and all that good stuff. So here's another chest, and what did I get? Nothing extremely useful. Oh, I got a wine. Okay, cool. Wine is good. Wine is always good. He doesn't tell us anything new. She doesn't tell us anything new. Here we still have the 3 bandits. And as always, you can pick the evil option first, which is draw them a map of the village and have them rob it, and they will reward you with a blade, and you will also get 20 evil points. So if you're going for blade and you didn't get a starting blade from your traits, this would be a quest that I would suggest going evil for, because it'll save you money and you get a good weapon at the start. But since I'm not interested in that, I'm going the good path, since I'm really trying to get as many good points as I can, because some of my actions will be evil, and I think I just bugged through the floor, but whatever, we're good. So some of my actions will give me a lot of evil points at the start, and yeah, it'll be difficult to fix. So I'm trying to stay neutral towards good at the beginning, and then I will be going full out evil as always. Here we have another rumor where by talking to him we'll be able to get a quest from the Taoist temple quote-unquote leader, from the old man, because the leader is technically speaking is Gu. So our brother Gu is officially the leader in this version. There's no passing of the torch, so to speak, with the mini Mount Hua event, so that's gone, from what I've seen so far at least. So he is the leader now. The answer for the little boy is still the first option, because it's Monday. He gives us a pancake, we give the pancake to the beggar, and we've gotten ourselves 5 good points. And more reputation with the people of the village. So that'll factor into things later on, from what I'm assuming, because if people don't like you, they will not want to give you quests. Okay, so here she still wants the shrimp from Suzhou, but we have more than enough money to buy it for her and then come back and give it to her. If you start with the food option, one of the foods that you will get is the actual shrimp for her, so you can just finish that right off the bat, which is, it's cool, but it's not like something I would like go out of my way for. And here we have a little shop filled with basic materials. He doesn't have anything useful to say to us, whatever. The martial arts shop for this man has not changed, because in certain Previous patches there would be 8 skills instead of 4, but now you only get the 4 basic ones, which you can kinda like get from traits. So don't worry about like missing a skill or whatever, because if you start with 150 money like I did, you can just buy it and go on from there. So I know I will need this wine for a quest, so I'm going to buy it right away because I don't know if I'll get it or if I won't, so I'd rather just have it in my bag. And this guy doesn't tell us anything new. He has a shop full of food and some basic wine, nothing special. And this guy still gives us the Suzhou fish and shrimp quest, so we'll be able to get that out of the way pretty quickly. But I advise leaving it for later, because at the moment, if you have a low skill in money making, you're actually losing money than making money, even though the quest tells you it's a great opportunity to make money. It's not. That's a bunch of bullshit. As far as joining and rejoining schools, that's still available, still works the same way, but I'll be showing it again in one of my later videos when I have to join a new school. So he has a quest for us. Oh, there we go. So I was wrong, it seems, because when I made my old character, he didn't want to talk to me, and he didn't give me that quest. So now I actually got the Beast Mountain Villa quest again. So that's awesome. So it's still here, but you get it from this NPC now. Okay, well, it's good to be wrong. I'm happy. Okay, so that part of the village is more or less covered. Here we have a little cute bunny. The book is still up there in the tower that we will be going for later. And it will actually give us an internal that has to do with the Japanese faction. Yes, there is a Japanese faction now, which is pretty awesome. These 5 new NPCs that you see here represent a new faction, and you can choose to befriend them later on, but it works similar to the allegiance system, where once you have befriended one of the factions, you cannot befriend another, so you can only befriend one faction from my understanding, and pledge allegiance to one cause. If that changes, however, I will let you know in one of the future videos, because I haven't really tried that out yet. This Wudang still wants to spar with us. Actually, I'm going to do that right now since I'm here. I don't want to come back. So I will spar with him. How are we doing on time? Oh, we still have some time. I'm constantly checking the time for the duration of the video, and I'm also cooking something, so I don't want to burn my food, because that would definitely be a pity. So the skill does decent damage at the start. It's really not bad. The only like drawback of this skill is when it's maxed, it still costs 3 points, and yeah, that's slightly unfortunate, because Dragon Claw got buffed, and now when it's max level, yeah, it costs more mana, but it only takes up 2 action points. Our friend over here still has the same answer pattern. You pick the first option and you get 1 Liang 200 Wen for answering each of his questions correctly. There's nothing here. The blade is still here. I hope they fixed it, as I mentioned in my old 1-hour video of this, but this will be shorter and much more to the point. So now next up we will be going down the bridge to get all the quests. There's nothing here, nothing here. This guy's a quest from what I remember. Okay. Inform, blah blah blah, Shaolin, and Baikal. Okay. So I think that would be more or less it for the starting area quests. I'm not 100% sure, but I will check. Okay, one more. So now, as you can see here in the top left hand side of the screen, right under your like information and stuff, and the year and all that, you'll get a notification that you've unlocked a new quest. So this one's the one with the fishies, that one was the one with the Shaolins. Okay, these NPCs will still work the same way. He can still give you a boat ride to the Dongting Village, where the evil faction is located, and the Mormon sect. It's actually easier to translate, and it's not the Mormon, it's the Mormon sect. So they've improved on some stuff, which I'm really happy about. I'm overall like 80 to 85% satisfied with all the new changes, and like 15%ish I'm still deciding. 10% of it being just character creation, because it just drives me bananas. Because of that whole, like, the two of them not being separated, so I can roll for profession numbers and for passives and traits. So what's left now is the northern part of the village, where we will go and get the quest from the poison. Sorry about that. From the poison maker, to go and find his mandala flower and bring it back to him. And now he actually takes it out of your inventory, and you get rewarded with some poisons. So here we have this little interactable to get some poisons. And boom shakalaka. Here, as always, if you've picked your profession as blacksmithing, you're gonna have to come here and craft a weapon. But in the furnace, you can still inspect it and get 500 wen and a ore. So here we just talk to him, we're saying hi, he gives us some stuff, we say thank you and go along our merry way. We also greet this guy, but he doesn't give us anything but sort of like information. And this is the village elder, so we can say hello to him. And he'll give us 1 liang. We're rich boys, and now, because I've picked the good option, I can inform him about the invaders of the village, and I get 20 good points. So that's neat. And he also has a shop where he sells like some basic wine and stuff. I think that is basically everything. I open the chest, yada yada yada, everything is great. So now we will just let me check if I took the wine. Yes, I did. Okay, so now we will just do the inspection quest, which hasn't changed. You have to go and inspect Chu Ziling. As you go to him, he'll have a little conversation with you. You click the new hotkey for inspecting, which is J, and your character will say, you know, I can see his base stats, but I cannot see his inners or martial arts for now, because my inspection skill is still absolutely trash. So yeah, with that being done, now we can head on back to our uncle, and from there we will continue the tutorial. Okay, so I have to wrap this up pretty soon because I have to go and check on my food. Sorry about that, boys, but you know, a brother's gotta eat, you know. So now, by completing the basic quest, we get our very first internal. And so far, I only have 960 points, but we will invest it all into our internal and see if I can level up my fist skill. No, I can't. Not even the basic one. Okay. So now we will continue the tutorial, which is basically a spar match with our stepsister. Okay, so that will give us a healing powder as a reward, which is not the greatest reward, but I guess they had to do something about giving you something to heal with just in case. So now the main quest line suggests that we go and rest. And since we have all the quests, the Mandala Flower, the Fishies in Suzhou, the Thief in Baikao, Beast Mountain Villa, which I'm really happy I found. Sorry about saying that it's not available anymore, but I just didn't get it last time when I talked to him. But yeah, because I didn't pick Inspection, I picked something else. But I think you can get it even without. It's just because I had like 0, so if you have like 1 or 2, I'm guessing it should work out just fine. The Shaolin quest, which is difficult, and lastly, to get the shrimp for the little girl from Suzhou. So that's all the quests are still here, and yeah, we got them all like Pokemon. So now we're just gonna rest, and yep. I don't think the story has changed. I haven't tried translating it yet because I was really excited and I just wanted to get into the game. But as I mentioned in my last video, if you want me to translate more of what's going on, just let me know. But that would mean that the videos for the actual gameplay will be a little bit longer because translating is not the easiest thing in the world. As you can see, in my first tutorial video I spent, I think, about 20 minutes actually translating and 15 minutes actually playing, so yeah. So though that being said, that more or less concludes the second part of our tutorial, and now we've actually entered the game and started the main plotline, our adventures in the Janku, and all that good stuff. If you watched my 1.2 playthrough series, then we no longer have the pop-up now when we exit the village to pick our difficulty of the game because we've already done that. So the game just starts and the world is our oyster, more or less. So yeah, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button like it stole from you. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments or join the Discord server. Link will be in the description. And lastly, if you want to help support me and support the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when the next episode's coming out. If you're feeling extra generous, I have a Patreon page. Link will be in the description. If you want to donate, donate. If not, don't. It's up to you. But yeah. So as per usual, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.